This is when David has recognized that he has had a problem. He's had a woman problem. He's had an issue. And the issue was he was doing something he had no business doing. But check it out. It's not what you've done. It's what you do with what you have left. You understand what I'm saying? So now, David has done some horrible stuff, as we have. But the issue is, I don't want you to focus on what you have done. I want you to focus on the time you have left. So David now gets into Psalms 51, and he begins to talk to the Lord. And in Psalms 51, it's wonderful because it talks about some things that I think if we could ever talk like David made love with words. He washed me thoroughly from my iniquities. How many of you have a wash machine? And when you put dirty clothes in that wash machine, do they just sit there, or do they go through some turmoil? They have to be agitated, and that agitator keeps rolling, and it beats the dirt out of them. Be careful what you want to be washed of, because it's going to be a process, and that process is going to push you. Because the wash machine is going to beat you. You just don't throw the clothes in there and it's done. No, it goes through a hot cycle, a cold cycle, a drying cycle. It goes through cycles. And that's like our life. We're going to go through some cycles in our life. You understand what I'm saying? Even after you pray. Yeah. So wash me thoroughly. And then after I've been washed, my appetite has to be cleansed. I don't just need to be washed and then come out with the same appetite. I need to be cleansed. I need a cleansing. I got the outside good. That's the washing. I need the cleansing. That's the inside. I need my inside right. And so there is the cleansing aspect of what David is beginning to talk about when he's lamenting before the Lord because he's done this horrible act. But it's not what you've done. It's what you do with what you have left. And David is beginning to pray with what he has left. David is beginning to lament before the Lord with what he has left. He is telling him, he says, for I acknowledge my transgressions and my sins ever before me. He took responsibility for what he had done. Now, it may have taken him a while, and it may take you a while, but I am telling you, I'm admonishing you, I'm encouraging you, take responsibility for you. Because here's the problem. You tax people because you're trying to get them to do something that only God can do. And then you get mad at them because they're not able to do what you want them to do because they're not capable of doing. But have you ever thought that they may not be capable? Have you ever thought that they just might not know that? You look at, oh God, you look at somebody else and you see how they're doing it, and now you think you should do it the same way. Well, you ain't even married to them. You don't even know how they work. You just see one part of it, just a pinch of it. And you don't know the whole picture. And you need to be careful how you gauge your life on somebody else's life. Gauge your life according to the book, and you won't go wrong.